All right, these are really tricky questions. We're talking about wind and planes flying in the wind. So we have a plane that flies in the wind and it can travel 4,200 miles in 6 hours. And then when the plane is flying against the wind, it takes 7 hours to fly the same distance. So we're going to try to find the plane's speed as well as the speed of the wind. So the first thing I'm going to do is call the x. This is going to be the plane itself. And that's the plane speed and just regular air. And then we have our y value, which is going to be your speed of wind or your wind speed. So when we're dealing with something like this is a distance problem that, again, it's the same distance back and forth. So we have this different sets of times, and then we have to think about the fact that the plane is going basically just going with like the direction that it's going, but then when it's coming back, it's going against wind, and that's why it's taking it longer to go to where it needs to go. So you're opposing your forces. Your plane's going one direction while the wind is going against you. So we have to write an equation for that. So we are going to start off with the time that it takes. So it takes 6 hours, and then we're rate for the first one, which is going 2. 2 is going to be your plane plus your wind speed. So again, you're going to be going together. So they're going same direction. So you're going to be going, x, I'm playing P for plane, and y are going together. And together, that is going to add up to the 4,200 miles that you're going. And then when you're coming back, again, it's still also 4,200. It's 7 hours this time, but in this case, the x is going against the y. So we're going to say x minus y. So they're going in opposite directions. So now I'm just going to distribute those. So we're going to have 6x times 6 times x, which gives me 6x, plus 6 times y, which gives me 6y, equals 4,200. Again, rate times time, which gives me distance. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. So 7 times x is 7x. 7 times a negative y is going to be negative 7y, equals 4,200 as well. And then I'm just going to do elimination. That makes the most sense here. I'm going to multiply this top equation by 7. I'm going to multiply the bottom one by 6 to get 42 is the magic number here. It's the smallest number we've got. Now, that's going to eliminate the y's. That's what we're looking to do in this case, and because they're opposites, we can do that when we multiply. So 7 times 6x is going to give me 42x, and then 7 times x, or 6 again, is going to be 42, this time y, and then 4,200 times 7 is going to end up giving me a value of 29,400. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this bottom one. 6 times 7 also going to give me 42x. In the other case, we're going to get a negative 42y. That's the magic one we're looking for. And then 6 times 4,200 is going to give me 25,200. And then we're going to go ahead and solve. Combine everything. 42 and 42 gives me 84x. These cancel. And when I combine these two together, we're going to get 54,600. And then we want to divide both sides by 84 to get x alone, and x is equal to 650. So the plane is traveling at 650 miles per hour. I'm just going to put plane right here. So that takes care of the x value. And then I can go back into either of the original equations and solve for my variable of y. So I'm just going to go in and do the first one. So 6 times 650 plus, I'm just going to go here. So then we have that plus y, we don't know, is equal to 4,200. And so we're going to do 6 times 650, which is 3,900, plus 6y is equal to 4,200. Subtract 3,900 on both sides. That leaves me with 6y here, and then over here we're left with 300. Divide both sides by 6, and that's going to get me y equals 50, which means the wind speed is 50 miles per hour for this particular problem. And if you want more questions like this, you can find them on my YouTube channel, You Want Algebra. Check these out under my Systems of Equations section.